Welcome back, guys. I hope you're having a beautiful day today, and I hope you're ready for what we're going to read today. It's going to be terrifying, but it's going to be fun, and I hope you're excited. I woke up ready today, so I'm not going to waste any time. Enjoy, guys. The first one that we're going to read is on the Am I Wrong subreddit. Am I wrong? Invited to a wedding, but there's a catch. I was so happy to see a wedding invitation in my mailbox. I pulled it out and a little note fell out on an index card, but I looked at the invitation first. It was truly beautiful and I immediately stuck it to my fridge like the work of art that it was. It was addressed to my husband and me and I was beyond stoked. I love weddings. I tend to get teary-eyed and smile until my face hurts at the joy of new beginnings and all the love. I was even a wedding singer. That's how much I love them. I picked up the note card and read it, and while my husband was invited, I'd be in another room helping to babysit all the children there with several other female invitees. There's a special room for children at the church and that's where I'd be for everything. I would still need to dress for the wedding in case I ended up in any photos, but I'd be taking my reception meal with the children and I'll be with all the kids for the ceremony. And then there was a link for their gift registry. Oh, and the meals for my husband and myself would be $100 each, and we have a link to pay it when we digitally RSVP. The first problem here is that I'm disabled at 50 years old. Legally, I use oxygen. I use a walker when I need to walk long distances. I sometimes have to give up the walker entirely and use a wheelchair. I'm not proud of it, but there it is. I could happily sit in a room and look at kids, but I would be pretty useless to prevent a fall or stop a child from choking or anything else, anything that would require me to move fast. And second, my husband isn't the one who's been friends with these people since childhood. I am. Why would he be invited to watch the ceremony and be part of the reception, but not me? My husband said he'd happily watch the kids and let me attend the wedding and the reception, but the invitation specified that only other female invitees would be watching the kids, so I doubt they'd let him. Is this a normal thing at weddings now? Do you pick guests to babysit other guests' children? Should I call them up and explain my health situation even though they already know it and they visit me during my multiple hospitalizations a year? I do hate having to pull the health card, but honestly, what were they thinking? I confess that I do feel offended and hurt that I'm nothing more than a babysitter to them, who's expected to pay for my supper and babysit for free. Would I be wrong to simply tell them that we won't be able to attend and to find another sitter? And if we don't go, do we still send a gift? Updating to address some questions. I know these folks because my mum, rest in peace mum, and the bride's grandma were besties, so I grew up with the bride's mum as an almost sister to me. We went to school together, graduated together, worked at the same place twice, and have been super close since. The bride's like a goddaughter. At least I thought she was. I'm gobsmacked here. The church where they're getting married is a Southern Baptist church. They aren't members. None of us are overly religious. They just like the venue and they booked it. I've never been inside, but it's lovely on the outside, and apparently it has a childcare room that's big enough for a bunch of women and kids to hole up comfortably for the whole wedding and reception. We're all American. The groom's family is related to my family via marriage, and the bride and groom met at my house at a cookout a few years ago. I've always been way closer to the bride's family though. I knew that there'd been a proposal. I got FaceTimed about 10 minutes after it happened, and my husband and I cried and laughed and wished them all well and oohed and ahed over their story and the ring. I was expecting an invitation, sure, but not like this. The last time I had lunch with the bride's mum, she told me they're inviting around 200 people, so it'll be a large wedding with, I'm assuming, a ton of children. No, I don't hate kids. I love kids. I would have loved to have kids of my own, but my body just wouldn't do it. It took 2 miscarriages and a stillbirth to finally make me accept that it wasn't going to happen for us. We are in the process of adopting 2 young adults that we brought into our home when we found out they were kicked out and homeless at 18. They've lived with us for years and we're making it legal. They call us mum and pop and we're a family. I'm still considering my options. I have started and deleted multiple emails to the bride's mum. I'm a raw nerve right now and my tone isn't the kindest. I want to keep it all in writing so there can be no he said, she said. I plan to ask if they incorrectly sent me the note about babysitting, since they know that I physically can't do that. But every inception of the email led with, what the actual flip, Donna? So I need to think about it some more. Thank you for all the comments. I'm reading them all. Oh, that's not very good. I feel for you, OP. Inviting you to the wedding just so that you can be a babysitter? Come on. Yeah, the top comment. Send your and your husband's regrets and don't send a gift. These people are clearly not the friends you thought they were. Everything about this invitation is wrong, not the a-hole, and consider reevaluating your friendship with this couple. This is not normal. And the comment under that said, yeah, this is messed up. Inviting you just to babysit? Yikes. Definitely RSVP no and skip the gift. These folks don't deserve your presents, let alone a present. And the comment under that says inviting you to pay just to babysit? Yeah, that's so rude. Unless it was somehow an accident. When OP was talking about asking them if they messed up and ask if there was some sort of misunderstanding because they should know that OP can't babysit, I don't feel like that's too bad of an idea. And if they come back and they're like, oh no, that was 100% not an accident, then be like, oh, okay, well, I'm not coming. and also this comment too. I have to say, the fact that you have physical limitations is quite frankly entirely irrelevant. It'd be an a-hole move if you were fully able-bodied and in the best shape of your life. Just decline to attend and don't send a gift. Yeah, that's a really good point. Even if you didn't have physical limitations, it's still super rude. And no, you're not wrong for feeling the way that you feel, OP. That's so wild. Okay, so the next one is an update to that unbelievable post that we read yesterday. The one that was called, "Am I the a-hole for refusing to wear the wedding dress that my sister-in-law gave to me as a wedding gift?" The one where OP's fiance called them a B-Archie C-word and all that awful stuff. Yeah, there's an update to that. Hey everybody, I just wanted to start off by saying thank you to everybody in the comments supporting me and all the private messages reaching out. I haven't got to all of them, but I will try whenever I can. I didn't really expect so many people to see my post, but I just want to make it clear how grateful I am. If you haven't seen my original post, you can check my profile. I know the majority of you told me to leave him, and I took some time to think about it, but I know that I can't leave without a proper conversation. At the end of the day, I spent 6 years with this man, and this behavior was honestly out of the ordinary. I agree with a lot of the comments saying that his family was influencing him, because he did used to be so caring and kind, but ever since the wedding planning began, he changed. Since the dinner on Sunday, he hasn't even been talking to me at all, and always leaves the room whenever I come in. Oh, the audacity. His honestly immature behavior and all of your comments have made me rethink my whole relationship. I did end up making him sit down with me a few hours ago to talk about some things and have an adult conversation. He was very dismissive and was just scrolling on his phone for the majority of the time. Oh god. Right when you think they can't get any more infuriating. I try to explain how I felt put on the spot at the dinner, and his reaction and the fact that he didn't come after me or comfort me after the dinner was so hurtful and so disrespectful. All he had to say in response was that I was being selfish and that my sister-in-law was trying to help and I just embarrassed her in front of everybody. Oh my god. The conversation honestly went nowhere and I felt really crappy and really lost. Around an hour ago, he came up to me and apologized, saying that he was sorry and that he understood how I was feeling. I asked what we would do about the dress and he told me that he'd talked to sister-in-law and she had agreed to let me wear my mother's dress during the reception, but I would wear her dress during the main ceremony. I admit I kinda lost it because he said it as if I needed permission to wear my wedding dress on my wedding day. I haven't felt so disrespected in my whole life. I've just been sitting inside our bedroom and I'm pretty sure things are over after this. Edit, I will admit that my mother's dress is slightly old-fashioned, but I had talked to him before we got engaged about how it was my dream to wear it, which he had no problems with. The fact that he didn't respect how sentimental it was to me is what hurt the most. Also, during our second conversation, he kept on bringing up how his family were paying for the majority of the wedding, which yeah, they were paying about 75% of it, but I tried to remind him that it was my wedding too. Edit number 2. Yes, I'm leaving him for sure now. I really don't appreciate the comments calling me bad names for staying. I never intended to stay, and the only reason I thought that we needed a conversation was because this behavior was recent and I wanted to understand what was going on. I haven't told him that it was over officially, though it should be obvious yet, mainly because I'm scared he might do something violent, as many comments said. Oh god. I need a few days to figure out things and I'm going to tell my brother to pick me up so I can stay there for a few days. I'm logging off now, but I'll update if anything does happen. Oh wow, all the best with that, OP. That's so wild. But yeah, once again, once you're out of there and everything's okay and everything's settled, you're going to be so much better off, OP. The top comment says the apology wasn't real. If you marry him, he'll go back to being who he's been since the wedding planning started. He thinks he's trapped you and he started being his real self. Run, OP. Yeah, 100%. I'm so glad that you are getting out of there, OP. The next one that we're going to read is called, "Am I the a-hole for agreeing with my niece being booed at her sister's wedding and then later putting her in check? I have 2 nieces and one recently got married. The other one is pregnant with her first child. At the reception, she used her toast time to announce it. My niece is selfish like that and has always stolen the spotlight. She always got away with it though because she was the favorite. Well, she didn't get away with it this day. The groom's family and friends immediately booed her loud. The best man, the groom's brother, sat on the microphone. How dare she use his brother's wedding to announce that? And this day is not about you." The booing changed to applause, and not only from his family and friends, I clapped too. My selfish niece and her husband left out of embarrassment. I went to the bride to check on her and to hug her. That's when I found out that my niece asked the bride for permission to announce it weeks ago because it's practical since the whole family will be there, but the bride said no. She wanted that day to be about her and her husband. This made me very glad that I clapped. Later on, selfish niece sent me a text blasting me for clapping while she was being humiliated. I ignored it. She called me the next day and blasted me, but this time I told her she deserved it. I told her I knew that her sister asked her not to announce anything, but you had to make it about you like always. Then she had the nerve to tell me she's always been your favorite niece, and while that's true, that pushed me over the edge. I told her she, the bride, had to be someone's favorite since you held that title with both of your parents. Unlike you, she has a kind and selfless spirit that she'll pass on to her first child. Then I told her I don't want to hear from you until you grow the F up and apologize to your sister. Then then I hung up. Now I'm all kinds of a-holes to my sister, their mum, and other family members for clapping, and also my words over the phone. I don't regret the clapping, but did I go too far over the phone? No, I don't feel like it, OP. She literally asked the bride if she could do that, and the bride said no, and she did it anyway. Like, come on. The top comment says, not the a-hole. But now I am wondering if the bride had a feeling that her sister would make the announcement anyway, and maybe suggested the booing to her new in-laws and hubby's friends. Wow, that's so interesting, maybe. Because yeah, it did definitely seem like they were ready for it. OP said, I think she told her then fiance about it, but I doubt she planted suggestions. She's not mean like that. And the comment under it says, then maybe he suggested it to his close friends and family. The second top comment says, not the gay hoe. Honestly, she got what she deserved. She asked the bride if she could announce it. The bride said no. She did it anyway, and everybody booed her. Good for humbling her because your niece needed it. She tried to hijack a wedding only for attention. And also this comment, not the gay hoe. I think it's hilarious that the bride told her not to announce it, and she did it anyway. She got booed and humiliated, and now she's trying to blame everybody else for her poor choices. She's an adult. She should have known better. Yeah, still doing it even though the bride said no is so wild. Like, what do you mean? Like, what was the point of asking if they were just gonna do it anyway? The comment under that says, unfortunately, she is getting reinforced by her family other than OP, and now in her mind, she's the victim, so she doesn't know better. The bright side, it was a great lesson that boundaries with the groom's family have been established and they won't be crossed without consequences. Oh no, the next one is called, am I the a-hole for deleting my girlfriend's Neopets account? God, this one's a weird post, and I'm sorry in advance. I, 30 male, have been with my girlfriend, 29 female, for 2 years. She isn't much of a gamer, but enjoys this website called Neopets. Apparently, she's been playing it since she was a kid. She puts real money into this game to dress up her animals. There's like a premium membership. She talks about this game constantly. I honestly get annoyed with how often she talks about it. She plays daily for the prizes, and overall, she spent a pretty penny for things in this game. I don't get it. It's formatted for kids. Why is an adult playing a game targeted for kids? No, this has to be rage bait. This can't be real. She won't play any games with me since I play a lot of shooters and survival games, and she doesn't like those. What I don't like especially is that she talks to people on Neopets and talks about these friends that she's made on there, but apparently isn't allowed to add them on social media or talk about social media because it's a kids game. It makes me feel suspicious because who are these people and why is she talking to them? Wow, come on. On top of that, she just recently spent money on these trading cards and renewed her yearly subscription, and I can't see how she justifies spending money on this game. I really just hate that she spent over hundreds of dollars on this game, and she always talks about how she got this item and how she got that pet and how many coins she earns on a game inside the game. I told her that she needs to take a break from it and stop obsessing over Neopets, and that it's been getting on my nerves. Oh, the audacity. She said to me that it's one of her childhood memories and it brings nostalgia, and that she enjoys her pets and the friends that she's made on there, that she doesn't plan on stopping anytime soon. While she was at work yesterday, I logged onto the computer and her account was signed in. I googled how to delete a Neopets account and I deleted her account. Wow, do you want your girlfriend to be miserable, OP? What the hell? She doesn't need to be playing a kid's game. Oh, come on. At almost 30 and spending money on it when it has no benefits to it other than making the pets look cool, I guess. She must have gotten an email or something on her phone because about an hour later she called me crying because her account was frozen. I told her I deleted it and to grow up. She hung up on me and I haven't seen her since yesterday. Bro, you're not gonna see her again. Oh my god. No, this has to be rage bait. She hasn't responded to my calls or texts, but one of her mutual friends messaged me today telling me that I'm an a-hole for what I did and that she was extremely hurt. I don't think I'm an a-hole. It's a stupid game, and if she wants to play games, she should play a real game on a console or on Steam like I do. Oh my god. Nah, that's not real. Oh bro, you're 30. Why are you spending time playing games? Like, there's no logic here. If your girlfriend can't play a game, why the hell do you get to play games, OP? No, I refuse to believe that this one's real. That's unbelievable. Like, are you trying to get your partner to leave you? Do you want them to be miserable? They're playing Neopets. They're playing a fun game. Let them enjoy it. It has to be rage bait, doesn't it? Like that sentence at the end. It's a stupid game, and if she wants to play games, she should play a real game on a console or on Steam like I do. So because your girlfriend's 29, she's not allowed to play a kid's game, but you're 30 and it's okay that you play games because they're real games? Like, what would you say if you were at work and she deleted one of your game accounts, OP? Pretty sure you'd be upset. And also being 30 and still thinking, oh, you know, these are real games. Having that weird gatekeeping mindset towards video games at 30, come on. And the audacity to tell her that she needs to grow up. Yeah, this comment, this has to be a joke. You the a-hole. You have absolutely no right to tell her what games she can and can't enjoy, even Even games targeted towards kids can be enjoyed by adults. Pokemon, anybody? And what do you care how she spends her money? She earned it. She can do what she wants with it. This is something that she's passionate about, and you completely crapped all over it. You destroyed something that she had since she was a little girl. Also, don't sound superior over the types of games that you like. One's not better than the other. Honestly, I hope that she dumps your ass and maybe even deletes all the progress that you have on all of your accounts. See how you like it. It's just a stupid game, right? Yeah, that's such a weird attitude. Like, oh, it's just a stupid game. You need to grow up. But I play shooter games and stuff, and they're real games and they're not stupid. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, and after that, I need to read something wholesome. That was too much. That's enough for today. Oh yeah, this one. I gave Peanut a bath, and after drying him, he stuck out his hand for me to hold. Oh, little Peanut. So beautiful. I love seeing Peanut's face after what we just read. I can't believe that. And I also can't believe how cute Peanut is. Whoa, bro, did you just judge yourself for fumbling as you learn and try something new? Damn, dude, give yourself some grace. Wow, that's so true, random flock of sheep. Yeah, you definitely have to be kind to yourself, which I'm definitely not saying I'm the best at. I have definitely had to remind myself about that a few times. It is easy to be too hard on yourself, but yeah, you do sort of have to be your own best friend. The person reading this is a total cutie. Oh, stop it. Okay, I'm out of here. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you had a wonderful time today. And if you did, make sure you let me know down below in the comment section, and also subscribe if you want to. And the comment of the day today goes to None Your Business. Beautiful name, by the way. I watched the first 3 stories, ran out to get my tires changed, came back and finished the video. I've been watching these religiously since the pandemic, and I'm not breaking that streak now. Oh, that's so awesome. Thank you for the support. I really appreciate that. And also, that's a good while that you've been watching the episodes. I started the channel in 2020. I think it was around then anyway. But yeah, that's unbelievable support. So thank you for that. There's a lot more episodes to come. So yeah, thank you for watching, everybody, and I'll see you in the next episode. So make sure you look after yourself and make sure you have a beautiful, amazing rest of your day. And you know what I'm about to say because I say it every single day. Bye!